To the movies. Hopefully they don't sue me. And so I'm going to the movies. Alright, so this movie right here, saw in the summer. Thanks to my mom and her boyfriend, they paid for us to go see it. Me and my son. It's called The Sound of Freedom. Now, for some, this is a controversial movie. I don't think it should be. Let me read the wiki. 2003 American action film directed and co-written by Alejandro Monteverde and starring Jim Caviezel, Mira Sorvino, and Bill Camp. Caviezel plays Tim Ballard, a former U.S. government agent who embarks on a mission to rescue children from sex traffickers in Colombia. It is produced by Eduardo Verástegui, who also plays a role in the film. The plot centers around Ballard's operation, Underground Railroad, and anti-sex trafficking organization. The film was released on July 4th, 2023 by Angel Studios and became a sleeper hit. It has grossed 100. Now this is a month or so ago, so they probably made more money. It has grossed $167 million against a $14.5 million budget. It received mixed reviews from critics, while audience reception has been highly positive. Now that's what matters. Critics are what they do best is they criticize, but the audience, they're the ones paying the tickets. So here's a little backstory on the development. Sound of Freedom was inspired by the work of Tim Ballard, the founder of Operation Underground Railroad, or OUR, an anti-trafficking nonprofit. Work on the script began in 2015. Ballard had personally requested that Jim Caviezel portray him because he had been impressed with Caviezel's performance as Edmond Dantes, in The Count of Monte Cristo. Oh, that was him. I remember that movie from 2002. Caviezel has stated that he considers Sound of Freedom the second most important film he has ever appeared in, ranking it behind his starring role as Jesus Christ in The Passion of the Christ. It came out in 2004. The score is composed by Javier Navarrete. The filming began in the summer of 2018. Majority of the film was shot in Cartagena, Colombia. Additional scenes were shot in Calixico, California. Distribution. The film was completed in 2018 and distribution deal was made with the Latin American subsidiary of 20th Century Fox. When the studio, this is important, when the studio was purchased by Walt Disney Company, it shelved the film. Subsequently, the filmmakers bought the distribution rights back from the studio. Verástegui, G-U-I. I need to look up how to say it. Approached Angel Studios with the release rights. Angel presented the film to an online group of 100,000 investors in its past projects called the Angel Guild, which gave it a yes vote within days. In 2023, Angel Studios had acquired the worldwide distribution rights with the planned release during the second half of 2023. In May of the same year, it received a release date of July 4th. Angel used equity crowdfunding to raise the funds needed to distribute and market the film. 7,000 people invested, allowing Angel to meet its $5 million goal in 2 weeks. They also encouraged patrons to pay it forward to allow people who might not otherwise see the film to watch it in theaters for free. Sound of Freedom is Angel Studios' second theatrical release after His Only Son. On July 26, Angel Studios confirmed that Sound of Freedom would be released in 23 international markets throughout the year 2023. The film will be released in South Africa on August 18th and Australia and New Zealand on August 24th. The film will be released in Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Belize, Panama, Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Chile, Peru, Ecuador, and Costa Rica from August 31st. In addition, the film will be released in the United Kingdom and Ireland from September 1st and Spain from October 11th. Very cool. Very interesting how Disney just shelved it, but at least they sold it back. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so there's parts where you think it's going to be really, really bad, but they don't show it. It's like the old school films where they just close the door. But it's still heavy. It still has the same weight. It's like, oh man. It has a happy ending though. You know, the beginning is like, it has like the setup. Shows how it goes down, what happens. And then you have like the middle where this dude finds out. And then like there's this particular, I forgot how he finds out about the particular daughter that he wants to go save, and it's like a mission. It's a hell of a mission, and he has to do it on his own. Like he can't ask for help, and he goes into like undercover as like somebody bringing vaccines or something. I don't know. He went undercover or something to this drug lord, and great movie, great payoff, great acting, great music, great camera work, everything. I loved it. 10 out of 10. Great. Oh, and the cool thing about it is it came out the same weekend as Indiana Jones, and it made more money than Indiana Jones. So it just shows what, and some of the critics call it like conspiratorial and a QAnon and shit, but it's really not. It's a really great movie, and I recommend it for everybody. It's up there. It's one of those movies that's must see, in my opinion, just like Everything Everywhere All at Once. Different. Not really a lot of humor. There's a little bit of humor, right? And it's just right in certain spots. But it moves. It's good pacing. Not too fast, not too slow. I mean, talk about a good movie. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, see y'all. A badass woman and her story. Let's all go to the movies. Hopefully they don't sue me.